At the University of Melbourne, academics have been looking at ways to enrich student learning by designing dynamic and flexible education spaces that focus on student learning and collaboration. Clare Newton, Associate Professor in Learning Environments, says that we need to change the environment where we learn and teach to maximise the benefits of technological innovation.
Classrooms have been around since the industrial age when students were being trained for often factory positions. Now just think about the impact that information technology has had on our access to complex information. The teacher no longer needs to be the holder of information and actually teaching the students, but rather can become a co-learner with the students, researching complex problems. Now this has spatial implications obviously because the students don't just need to be sitting listening to the teacher, but they're out working on problems and collaborating.
Associate Professor Newton helped lead last year's Incubator Future-Proofing Schools competition. The comp asked designers, as well as university and high school students, to reimagine relocatable classrooms as 21st century spaces, with some amazing results.
Up to 30% of our students in some states are learning in relocatable, so they shouldn't have to be in spaces that you need to hide at the back of the school. Why can't these spaces be delightful?
Having helped design spaces such as those in the Frank Tate building, Associate Professor Peter Jameson says the settings that are most successful give students the resources to take a much more active lead in their own learning.
The focus here has been on providing, again, much more casual learning settings, appreciating that students still need quiet individual learning sites, but to try and meet the needs of the curriculum, which is requiring students, when they leave class, to go and work with other students on long-term projects in group-based learning ways. And we need to create environments outside the classroom where they're able to do that.
One of the spaces that is set to benefit from this way of thinking is the new building for the Faculty of Architecture, Building and Planning, which is set to open its doors in 2015. The designs of the new building were publicly revealed for the first time at an exhibition this month. Dean of the Faculty, Professor Tom Cavan, says the building will dramatically change architecture research and learning at the university.
At this moment, we have pulled together a new curriculum. We have demonstrated that we have implemented the appropriate academic goals. We've enthused the students. We've raised the levels of research in the university. This building will give us the capacity to lift those to the next level.
Associate Professor Jameson says interest in the university's new learning spaces is taking off both locally and internationally.
Our spaces are quite unique. We have a suite of very, very distinctive, unusual, engaging spaces, and many of them have quite significant features that other institutions have wanted to duplicate. The types of furniture, the arrangement of the spaces, the teaching and learning practices that have been conducted within them. These things have attracted lots of interest nationally and internationally, because what we're doing here is fundamentally different to the way most institutions are going about it.